Welcome to my craft table. Hi guys, this is Jamie Magridge at Jamie's Craft Table. Today I'd like to show you how I made this card. It's pretty simple. I also have a Christmas version using the Christmas ornaments. So let's get started. I'm going to use the Colorful Seasons. I'm going to use this leaf here in the Thinking of You. And from the Christmas Gleaming, I'm going to use this little, I don't know if you can see it, just the little sparkles or whatever. And then the Subtle Embossing folder. We have a strip, I think it's a 1/2 inch, to stamp the sentiment on. I have a piece of white, which is 4 by 5 1/4. A piece of black, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I have a piece of a card base, which is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored and folded at 4 1/4. So let's get started. For colors, we're going to use Granny Apple Green. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, Granny Apple Green, Pineapple Punch, Mango Melody, Cajun Craze, and then the Memento. So why don't we do the sentiment and set that aside? So, well, actually, let's do it the right way because we're going to need this to dry a little bit. Okay, so let's start with the green. You also need a mister with either water or rubbing alcohol in it. Let me show you on the card here. I've used both. These two are rubbing alcohol. This one I used water, and you see how it bled just a little tiny bit? That's the difference. Other than that, it works very much the same. So I have a mister with some rubbing alcohol in it. Okay, so I'm going to stamp my acrylic block in the ink pad. Then I'm going to mist it. Let me move the ink pad so I don't get everything else all wet. Put this in, ink it again. So okay. Actually, let me pause you. I'm gonna get a box. Okay, I'm back. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see this part, but I just wanted to show you. So I've got my block inked, and I'm just going to mist it. Whoops, this one's kind of at a heavy stream. It used to mist. Well, let me pause. Okay, let's try this again. I have a mini mister. This one has a little bit of shimmer in it, but it's the alcohol and shimmer. Grab the green, mist it. We want to see how that fine mist, we want to mist it, and then we're going to stamp it onto our paper. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to go to the next color, which is the Pineapple Punch. We're going to do the same thing, except we're going to turn the block this way and have it be over this way a little bit. So we're going to ink it up good. We're going to mist it. Let's do one more. We're going to turn it this way and set it down. Okay. And we're going to bring in the next one, which is the Mango Melody. Ink it up. Mist it. I'm going to stamp it this way, a little bit over towards this side. Okay, now this is the difference. If you were using water at this point, you would have to make sure it was totally dry. Because I'm using the alcohol, this is not going to react with the alcohol. So let's open this up. Oh, this one I don't use very much. I can't get it open. There we go. Okay. Let's put it here. I'm going to stamp it, the leaf, and the Cajun Craze. I'm going to stamp one up here on this green section. I'm going to stamp one here in this yellow. And oh, I got a little bit of ink there. Shoot. I'm going to stamp one here in this orange. Okay, awesome. Well, that's pretty all on its own. You don't need to do anything else to it. But I thought it needed just a little bit of something else. So I brought in this little polka dotted thing from the Christmas one. And the black ink. Very lightly. I just kind of added a few speckles. Add some right there just to kind of hide that little blemish that I did. Let's do a couple up here. I'm probably doing more than I need to. But. Okay, and we'll take the black and we'll stamp the sentiment strip. Awesome. It's a little blurry. Let's turn it over, see if we can get it better. I think I rocked it a little bit. That's better. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. Alright, that side has a hair on it, so I guess we'll go with my original side. Now I'm going to bring in a pair of snips. And I'm going to cut this at an angle. I'm going to cut this end like this end like this. Okay. Now, we're going to take this, we're going to run it through our embossing folder. And so I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to run it through my Big Shot. Machine up here. Alright. That gives it that really fun texture. It just kind of finishes it. Okay. And we're going to mount this onto our black piece. There's just going to be a tiniest little border because it's just a 1/8 of an inch larger than the. Okay, then this is going to get mounted on the front of our card. And again, it's just going to be that little bit of a border. Okay, now where did my sentiment go? I just had it a second ago. Alright, let me pause you and find my... Okay, found it. I actually ended up making another one. Now I'm going to turn it over and put some dimensionals on the back of it. Normally 2 would be enough, but I'm going to use it to help hold on my twine. So let's get the backs off of this so it's ready. Okay. Now the twine, I'm just using the baker's twine. A little bunch of it. I'm going to just wrap it around my fingers like this for maybe 5 times. Snip it off. Take it off my fingers. I'm going to twist it once. Then I'm just going to kind of loosely let it unroll itself. Okay. Now I'm going to take my, sit it here on my card. Stick my sentiment on. Over the top of it. Make sure it's straight. And then adjust the twine. It didn't all get stuck, but the majority of it did. Okay. And there we go. There's the card we just created. Here's the one I did previously. Well, thank you so much for joining me at Jamie's Craft Table. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you have fun making cards.